Hey guys! Long time no talk, literally. Today I kind of wanted to just sit down and just talk. Like, I'm still deciding on what I call this segment, but it's kind of just where I'm just sitting and talking. Kind of about nothing, kind of about everything. I'm gonna sit here and talk to you guys and let you guys get to know me more. Right now I'm having this little power bowl from, I think it's like Healthy Choice or Lifestyle Bowls, I don't know. I'll put it in this little, like right here once I find it. But it has like, it's like chicken marinara. It has chicken, broccoli, bell peppers, kale, cauliflower rice. It's got all the works. I think it's like 20 grams of protein, so, and it's like really low calorie. Have you had your water today? If not, this is your call. At Hydrodug, sponsor me. Just kidding. But no, but really sponsor me. Did you guys know that, like, I didn't know for the longest that water is a really big, like, factor in, like, of course, your diet, when it comes to, like, your fitness goals, because, like, I guess, like, the way water works with your fitness goals is it helps, like, with that water weight or whatever, so you being hydrated helps, like, your muscles work better, all that. It's good to stay hydrated so you don't get so tired easily, and in turn, lose more fat, so... yeah, definitely good. If you hear that, it's Archie eating with me. Get to have water like as much as you can. That's like my go-to drink, and I'm sure like during the summer it'll be even better because it's gonna be hot. My fitness journey has been like pretty, like I've gotten pretty far on my fitness journey, and it's really, it kind of makes me want to cry sometimes. Like I get low-key emotional. I've been trying to like really dial down and eat better, maintain my calories. Like right now I'm trying for the first time being like in a calorie deficit, which is usually doing what they call a cutting season. I do want to talk about fitness because like that is a big main thing. Like fitness has been really up there. Like I try to go to the gym at least 5 to 6 times a week, so I'm really trying to work on my diet and being in my cutting season so I can get more toned up, but I'll obviously keep my muscle that I have, and just keep gaining muscle really is really what my goal is. And so yeah, just like really this past like week or two, like this past week I've really been like trying to like keep it in and like keeping in my notes my calories, like how much protein I'm getting in, you know, maintaining that goal. If you don't know, your protein should be your body weight. I also didn't know that for the longest. Thank you to my boyfriend Devin, because he's like really well versed in all of that. It's also like what he wants to go to school for, so he's really educated on that stuff. So it's really good to know all of that and keep that in mind when I'm working out and when I'm like eating throughout the day. It's really good to know like how many calories you should be eating, and you know how many calories should be your max really. Like my calories right now, if I want to maintain in my cutting, should be at least 1,500, but my max is about 1,700, just because like I go to the gym for so long. Like I can go and have a gym session for like about hour and a half to 2 hours, and then usually like I go on my walk with Archie, so it's about like 10-20 minute walk too, and sometimes it just depends. I'm trying to gradually get back into running and really putting that cardio in. I do cardio at least after every workout. I try to fit it in, especially I try to do it on like leg days, like stair stepper, or if it's like my more lighter days, like my upper body, I do try to get in that at least either cardio or abs, one or the other. I try to get in, so I am maintaining that. This is the first time I'm taking creatine and BCAAs. This is like my first ever time I've done that. Like throughout my fitness journey, I haven't been doing that. I've really just been doing protein, and that's like kind of about it. Oh, and pre-workout. But let's talk about that actually. Do you guys think it's necessary to have pre-workout? Because for the longest, even now, I didn't take pre-workout. Like I didn't understand the need for it per se for me. It just like wasn't, I don't know, I have a lot of energy, so I always used to me it was always like explained as like something you'd take if you were just really tired, or if you just really needed that extra boost of energy. That's what you take to help basically get you through that workout. And that wasn't ever really the case for me. Like I didn't ever have to like kill myself to get out of bed to go to the gym, you know, like I always wanted to go to the gym. But it wasn't really until pandemic when I was really taking my fitness seriously and like really getting into my goals that I was like, you know what, I probably should, because like especially for running was so hard for me. Like when I first started my journey, I was literally like couldn't really even do a mile without like stopping multiple times. Like I was really out of shape, so I was like dying basically. And so that kind of helped like pre-workout, which I mean, the guy had so when I first got my pre-workout, he told me that I shouldn't be taking my pre-workout before I go run, which like kind of makes sense because pre-workout does like increase your heart rate, and of course if you're going and doing cardio, that increases it more. So you do somewhat have a risk of a heart attack, but like I wasn't going that hard, and I really don't think like that happens I don't really think that's really a regular occurrence, but that's what I was doing. I was usually doing that, or that's when I would take my pre-workout mostly, so I could push me to run that mile. And then gradually I think I ran up to at least 2.5 miles, maybe 3. I can't really remember, because like the other day I went to go run for like about 2 miles, and I wasn't like dead, like, and I haven't been running like I was consistently back then. I was running for like every day, like at least 20 to 30 minutes, because like, well, first of all, my my mile time is ass, so that's probably why. And then I would usually do like, I would basically run like in the morning, and then at night is when I would kind of like evening time I would do my workout. But it's different now that like, you know, gyms are open, and now I go to the gym very consistently, so I try to do everything there versus like doing things twice a day. And it's kind of harder to do it that way. Some people do it, and I give all props to them. At some point maybe I'll learn how to do that, but it's kind of hard for me getting back into that. But like I said, I am trying to get back into running, especially now that it's warming up. I don't really like to run during winter, just, you know, the cold wind. I don't know how y'all runners do it, because that cold wind in my face and I'm like crying, it's not it. And then my nose gets all cold, and then my ears, it's just not it. I can't, I don't know how you guys do that. So props to y'all. Even now I don't take pre-workout all the time. Like I don't take it every day consistently. It's not how I do. Mostly for me, my pre-workout, when I take pre-workout is on leg days, because like that's literally when I need like the extra push. It usually helps me with my weight too. Like I go harder in the weight and heavier in the weight. This new pre-workout actually I got, I'll link it, or I'll put it in here and I'll link it in the description box. It's called Adrenaline, and it's like a really high intensity pre-workout. I love it so much. Like it tastes really good for one, and two, like it really gives me that endurance throughout my workout. Like I could, like the first time I took it, I swear to God, I worked out for like 2 hours and I didn't even feel it. Like usually about like halfway through my workout, I'm like, I'm tired, like I'm done, like I can't do this. No, like that pre-workout really pushed me. Even now, like now that I'm like kind of used to it, maybe eventually I'll take it like every day. But for me, it's just not a need. Like it's not a necessity. Don't get me wrong, it does help me on my upper body days. It's just, like I said, it's not necessary for me. Upper bodies are not my strong days. I feel like that's like kind of very common. Lower body days, that is my jam. Like I love lower body days. Like it's my favorite. I can do that. Upper body though, I have terrible upper body strength. She's slowly working it up. I usually just lean on Devin for that, because he's upper body king and not I. When I did like a little questionnaire, I asked what I should talk about. Someone asked if I talk about like my favorite makeup brands. So let's actually get into that, because I feel like I have categories of like my favorite makeup brand. Let's start with foundation. I feel like my favorite makeup brand right now with foundation is actually e.l.f. Okay, before e.l.f. it was L'Oreal. I feel like I do tend to lean towards drugstore products, just because like to me, yes, prestigious products like Estee Lauder, Lancome, all that, they're amazing. I'm not tearing their product down whatsoever. But drugstore makeup is really stepping up there, guys. Like, especially like recently, especially like since pandemic, I really think they've been upping their game. And e.l.f., I'm late to the game, but I just started wearing like, this is the one that I've recently started using, Flawless Satin Foundation. I just started using this and I don't know why, like I am so late to the freaking game. It's amazing. It does give me that satin finish that it says, like, I love it. Ooh, also, that Morphe foundation, I'll link it, I'll put it right here. I really like that foundation too, and I like really gave it a hard time because I remember when it first came out at Ulta, there were so many returns on it, like so many returns. So I was like, okay, this one either is not good or like just people are like really doing bad on their shade guesses, but it has to be a reason it keeps getting like returned. My bestie, Mars, she swears by that foundation, so I was like, okay, fine. They were having a sale like I think a month or so ago. They had a sale, like a 40% off sale. And I was like, you know what? Like, I might as well. So I tried it. It's amazing. It really is good. Like, it's really great. You can build it up, no doubt. Especially with this e.l.f. one. Really good. Like, full coverage, amazing. So the e.l.f. one and that Morphe one are probably like my two go-to for full coverage. For like my more days where I'm just like chilling, these two bad boys. I forgot about this one. I just started using this again just this week actually, or last week. Yeah, the e.l.f. Camo CC cream, the one that's supposed to be a dupe for the It Cosmetics CC cream. This is it. I love this one. It goes on really seamlessly, kind of barely there, like a more natural look if you want to go for that. This is your go-to, and it has FPF in it as well. And then also, your girl picked this up for my birthday because I really wanted it, but like NARS is like expensive AF, so I used like this little gift card I got, and I got the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. Finally, it took me forever. I had tried 3 different shades to see like which ones were it. And so this is the one in Barcelona. My bad. The Camo CC cream is in medium 330 for me. And then the e.l.f., I guessed on this. This is in almond. So this is neutral undertones. For the longest, I used to do like golden undertones, and I just started realizing that I have more neutrally olivey olivey tones. So yeah. And then, like I said, this is the Barcelona one, medium 4. So this is a really good one. But my only problem with this NARS foundation, which is why it's not my favorite, is that I feel like it like really rubs off. Like no matter how much I set it, it rubs off. Like, and I feel like it's never dry fully. So that's the only like con about it, is I just feel like it's never fully dried down. So my top favorite makeup brands for like concealer has to be between, of course, Tarte, their Double Duty Beauty Concealer, and the Camo Concealer from e.l.f. because I feel like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the this one, the 16-hour one, no, the hydrating one, my bad, is like kind of a dupe for the Tarte one in my eyes. Like I really think it is. It's one of the top ones. I love that one. So those are my 2 ones for concealers. For eyeliners, I really love NYX. NYX is like really good for eyeliners. ColourPop has really good liners too, but the only thing is like their liners are kind of like that, like it reminds me of like a crown consistency in a sense. They're good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they like that you can't, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I can't get my point well enough with the ColourPop ones. But those ones are my favorites too, because they I like to put them on my like lower lash line. Those ones and the NYX ones are like my go-tos. NYX Epic Ink Liners, oh my god, the waterproof ones, chef's kiss, like amazing. I love those, and those ones literally last. They're like a 16-hour waterproof wear. They're amazing. Lip liners, I had done like this Lippy Vault from ColourPop before, and I really like their lip liners. But I also really like Morphe. One of my like favorite go-tos, I haven't opened it yet. I've had this one for years, but like she is like over and done with, so I finally got another one. But this is my most favorite lip liner. Like holy grails. Like if I had to pick for my favorite lip liners for like the rest of my life, this Morphe lip liner in Guide Me. Like, I just, like, how pretty is that? I can't, it looks dark, but like, it's not. Like, I swear it, like, the way it lines my lips, oh, it's amazing. Like, I remember there was a Morphe, I feel like I've tell this story a lot, but I remember my first time into a Morphe store, there was one of the Morphe workers, and she literally helped me pick out a liner and a lipstick, and it was my go-to forever. Like, that's all I ever used, which is fun. You know, sometimes it's like, you just have a lip liner and a lipstick, and you just, that's like your go-to, you know, that's like your signature. That's my signature. Guide Me by Morphe liner is my signature. I usually use that with like literally anything. Like, I can't explain it. It has like the perfect amount of like dark brown, but then it also has like the perfect amount of kind of like pink tint to it, that it like goes with so many different colors, and I love it. Okay, it's my favorite. You gotta try it. Okay. Lashes, favorite lashes are Ardell. Y'all already know that. Those are all the only ones I ever used. Ardell, my go-to forever. Eyebrows, ABH used to be it for me, which kind of still is, but I just started using this Morphe micro brow pencil, and this is in the shade Java. And I'm actually using this today, the Milani Weekend Brow, and this NYX brow glue combination. And this is how it turned out. And I feel like it's really amazing. Like, I used to think that kind of like, I think I used to go for my eyebrows like kind of like a medium brown, when really like my eyebrows are like black. Like, they're really, really dark brown black, not compared to my hair. Like, you can't tell now, but usually in person, like, my hair is like really like a kind of auburn brown. So like, it's kind of hard to find a good match for my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are not my same hair color, and it pisses me off, because I used to get like auburn and like a medium brown, and it just like never kind of went well. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I could always tell like it didn't go together. But now, once I started using like a darker kind of like almost like black brown, I feel like it goes a lot better with me than that kind of medium auburn brown I was trying to use to go with my hair color. So like, this, what the heck, is not the same colors. Another one asked me to talk about like healthy meals. For right now, just because like I said, I'm trying to do my protein, a lot of the things I eat usually, like my day, consists of chicken. I love chicken. I love to use my air fryer and use that. I'm lazy, so I like to get those like microwavable mixed vegetables. I like to throw that in, have for dinner. I really love asparagus. I really love green beans. Those are like my favorite. I like sweet potato fries. I don't know if I really like sweet potato, like mashed potatoes. I'm sure I would, but sweet potato fries, bro, the crinkly ones by like, I think it's like by the brand Oh Delicious or something. Oh my God. I'm gonna find those too and put that picture here. Those ones, and some dino nuggets. Sorry, that's just like my go-to little like snacky meal, but those sweet potato fries are bomb. Like, those and ketchup, oh my God, they're so good. I need to get some, actually. I need to put that, write that down. But those are so amazing. Usually for like my mornings, I like to eat like my protein waffles by like, I think it's like Bear or something. I'll put that here as well. I like to usually have that sometimes by itself. Sometimes if I'm like kind of really hungry, I cook some eggs on the side, like 2 eggs, get that extra protein too. Sometimes if I don't feel like having those protein waffles, then I will make usually like an omelet, like with some meat, like turkey, get some other extra protein. I need to buy some spinach, but I usually like to make, if I'm using eggs by itself, sometimes I like my eggs by itself, but a lot of times I like to mix stuff with it. So like spinach and eggs is my favorite. I like to top it with salsa, amazing. And then sometimes I like to have like my English muffin with my avocado, and I usually have that on the side. And then I have, of course, you can't forget my iced coffee. That will never go out, never, sorry. Don't care if it's cutting season or not. For lunch, I usually try to have like maybe these microwavable meals if I don't feel like cooking, which a lot of the times I don't. I'd like to try to get like my protein bars. I eat these like Atkins protein bars in between meals. You should have at least 3 good meals. So of course, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, but you should also be snacking between that time span. To usually meet your calorie goal, to meet your protein goal, you should be snacking. And that was also really hard for me because I eat and then I get full and I don't feel like, oh my God, like I'm not hungry, so I'm not gonna eat. And I have a really bad habit of not eating for like forever. It's just a really bad habit that I can go for like hours and hours and hours without eating, and then I'm like, oh damn, it's dinner. Like, haha, haven't eaten since breakfast, which I get up early, so it's like 9 or 10 in the morning. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's like 5 o'clock, I haven't eaten. So like, that's a really bad habit I really have to get out of. But definitely remember to snack. I try to bring like a protein bar with me. Like I'll put it in my purse, or like my protein chips, or just like something protein wise I like to get in, so I get that extra protein, low calorie too. So those are like my go-to kind of meals in between, like, well, snacks, my bad. And then, like I said, for dinner, I like to use Pinterest things I see, or I'm actually using Joanna Gaines's book, one of her cooking books. I think I'm in volume 1 right now. I have both of them, the first one and the second one. So sometimes I like to grab a recipe from there, or I like to grab a recipe from when I used to do HelloFresh. When I had first started my fitness journey, I did HelloFresh. So I have some of those meals, step-by-step little sheets that tell you exactly what you need, what you use, how to cook it, stuff like that. And then I really like salmon. Salmon's like a really good thing. Ooh, tuna, bro. Tuna, I love tuna. That's my fave. I love to eat some tuna. Even just like in those little bags, like those to-go bags, those are my favorite. But tuna, like I've never had a problem eating tuna to begin with. So like incorporating more tuna into my diet, not a problem. Oh my God. Forever I've had these hairs that stuck up like this. Like, what the heck? I hate it. AntiWaste. So that's what I like to eat at night. I've never been a snacker, but sometimes when I do snack, I think a lot of people like to think that when you eat healthy, that you just automatically have to go cold turkey. Like you can't snack. No snacks ever. Like no ice cream ever. No this, no that, no that. That's not true. Like you can still snack. You don't have to cut everything cold turkey, because one, that's hard, and that just most likely you will slip back into your old habits. Like it's so easy to slip back into your old habits because you're going cold turkey versus gradually taking yourself away, you know, from fast food and snacking all the time. You know, that's you got to learn how to like gradually take yourself off instead of just like totally just not eating and just like totally not doing fast food, not this, not that, because it's hard. And like I said, you do slip into your old habits. It takes about 21 days consistently of doing the same thing in order for it to stay and for you to maintain it as a habit. So just keep that in mind, you know, when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to get into a healthy, more mindset, healthy lifestyle, just keep that in mind. You know, you don't have to go cold turkey. You can still snack. Like I love ice cream. But you know, you just have to find healthier alternatives, or even you can just eat ice cream. Like who cares, you know? You can I try, it's really hard for me. I used to have at least 2 cheat days, and you can have 2 cheat days. You really can. Like no one is telling you like, no, sorry, no cheat days, no bad days. Like no. I'm sure even like the most fittest fitness influencers and just fitness people ever, like fittest people ever, I don't know if that's a word, but I'm sure they struggle. Like I'm sure they struggle. Like I'm sure they have bad days. So just keep that in mind. Like for me, I like to have like healthy alternatives. So like I love ice cream, and I actually just discovered Yasso, like Greek yogurt bars. Those are bomb, bro. Like those are 100 calories. They have protein, and they literally taste just like chocolate bars. There's different flavors. They have like mint chocolate chip. They have like this brownie one. They have like this coffee one. So they have different flavors, and they're amazing. They're low calorie, like still getting your protein in, but it's still like getting that sweet craving and sweet tooth craving, like fulfilling it. So you know, you just have to think of healthy alternatives. Instead of eating like cookies, you can eat like something still getting that sweet. You could have like celery and peanut butter. I love celery and peanut butter. Or like strawberries and like whipped cream, like Cool Whip. That's great. Sweets aren't really a big deal for me, but like everybody, I do sometimes want my chocolate, or I want that Cold Stone. Oh, I love Cold Stone. Or sometimes, I think for me, my bad habits are definitely fast food. Like Chick-fil-A, oh my God. Or freaking Mod Pizza, y'all. Mod Pizza is so good, but Mod Pizza isn't really even a bad thing. Or Popeyes, bro. Zaxby's. Sometimes I'll just be driving and I'm like, damn, that's good as hell. But you know, like I said, you just have to try to eat good throughout the week and just give yourself 1 or 2 cheat days where you're not sitting there monitoring, you know, like I told you how I have my notes in my phone and I'm like, okay, like this was 200 calories, this is my protein. Like you're not sitting there doing that, you're just eating. There's easy, healthy alternatives. It's not all like veggies, spinach, chicken, and that's it. Like that's really, it's 2022 and there's so many more alternatives, like so many alternatives out there that you don't have to just specifically eat all that and just live like boring and like eating the same thing every day. Like no. I did low-key think I was gonna get this PR deal and then I didn't, so that's a little bit of a downer, but it's fine, you know, we're living. I do want to give like a bedroom tour at some point. I'm just lazy. That's like my reoccurring theme this video. I'm just lazy. But yeah, you guys let me know if you want me to like post maybe like workout videos, you know, not like my whole workout video, but maybe just like things I do. I am gonna try to gradually try to do that more, like, but like what I eat in a day or like, you know, this and that once I start getting more cut season, you know, here we are out here, do that. You guys, my skin has gotten a lot better too. Like, of course I have breakouts here and there, but like it's gotten a lot better than how it used to be. Let me guys know if you guys like this and what suggestions you guys have. I hope you guys are staying safe, taking care of yourself, living your best life, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you have not already. It is so greatly appreciated. Bye guys.